Hey all, Adam Ball here, Cloud Renegade, and we've got a Teams Tip Tuesday for you. Was talking to a customer about adoption change management and why you should move quickly to Teams, and I came up with this metaphor, and if you know me, you'll know that I come up with some crazy metaphors in how things go and how things connect to try to put things into ways other folks can understand them easily. And the question that was asked to me was realistically, like, why should I go faster in my migration from Skype for Business to Teams? And it's a great question. In the past, we've taken our time, we kind of go slowly. If I was going from OCS to Lync to Skype for Business, wherever it was, I would cut my users over really methodically, and it wasn't unusual for these projects to take a long period of time. And I was telling this customer that it was better for them to migrate their users faster and to shorten the window that they had both Skype for Business and Teams in play and get their users to one platform first. And they were kind of having a little bit of hard time understanding that, and that's okay. But what I came up with was this metaphor. And the metaphor was this: is I live in Colorado, if you didn't know that. And here, if it's not uncommon for us to teach folks how to ski or snowboard or dirt bike or something like that. And I'm going to go with the ski and snowboard, but it applies to this metaphor applies to dirt bikes too. When you're first learning, our tendency, because we're very controlling as humans, we want to be in control. And so we go kind of slow because we're unsure of ourselves. And it's very similar to this in Teams. We're unsure of how the outcome's going to be, so we kind of start moving slowly. And when you're learning to ski or snowboard, the big thing is that you actually need a little bit more speed than you think you're comfortable with in order to make it easier. And by that, what happens is when you're going just a little bit faster, it helps you stay upright. Because if you are going super slow, it actually makes it harder for you to stand up or whatever, especially on a snowboard. Little bit of speed helps. And I'm going to say the same thing applies to Teams. Just a little bit of speed helps you get there faster. It helps you kind of find your momentum, and then allows you to go out and get yourself from Skype for Business to Teams in a rapid way, so that you can reduce end user confusion. You can reduce any your adoption and change management efforts. I'm not saying you get rid of it. It just, the longer that you have, the more effort you have to put into that adoption and change management, just because you have to do it consistently. So if you're doing it over a longer period of time than a shorter period of time, your efforts are going to take more. So this is my basic premise. Go a little bit faster than you're comfortable with. Don't go out of control, because then you are going to wreck. But take that time to get that momentum going, move forward, and just like on a snowboard or on a dirt bike, go ahead and get some speed, stay in control, but just border on that, like, oh, that feels a little bit uncomfortable, and lean into it, because it will make your life better as far as a project goes, and it'll actually make your end users' lives a lot better as they go into it. So again, Adam Ball, Cloud Renegade. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you laughed at it, if you thought this was funny, share it with your friends. Tell them about the guy who came up with a crazy metaphor for Teams Tip Tuesday, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.